Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the platform of Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. Yes, boys and girls, am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, boys and girls, am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, today is surprising day for you as we started the class at 11 o'clock sharp. Yes, everyone, so welcome to the platform of Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. Here we are going to provide you daily live classes, live test, quiz, structure courses and unlimited access with one subscription. Yes, that means with the one subscription you can attend the lectures of various faculties in India. Yes, I hope all of you downloaded the Unacademy Learning app. If you haven't downloaded, please download it because the special classes and plus classes available only on app. Let me introduce myself, those who are new here. My name is Harshvardhan Singh and on this platform I'm going to teach you all the aspects of history including history optional, economics, international relation. Currently my lecture series on economics and economics and modern India is going on. Previously I completed the lecture course of world history and international relation. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It is available on Unacademy's YouTube channel UPSC CSE English as well as it is available on app. I'm having 9-year experience in the field of civil services as an educator at Delhi, Pune and Nagpur. Those who want to connect with me, you can connect with me through Telegram channel at Unacademy underscore Harshvi10 or you can connect with me through Unacademy app at the rate Harshvardhan Singh for you. Yes, everyone, these are the top educators of Unacademy. So please go and watch the video. It will be really helpful for you in your preparation. Yes, Unacademy is going to provide you more than 15,000 courses. Yes, more than 15,000 courses for UPSC CSE. So I hope you subscribe to Unacademy. So if you haven't taken subscription of Unacademy, I insist you please have a subscription of Unacademy because your subscription is important for us. Without your support, it's not possible for us to present such a video lectures for you. So please subscribe to Unacademy. We have the option of plus as well as iconic. In the plus, we are going to provide you 6 month, 12 month, 24 and 36 month. In that, I insist you at least have 12-month subscription. It will cost around 49,500. But if you use my code HARSHVI10, you will get it at 44,550 only. The same way, if you're going to take the iconic subscription for 12 months, it will cost around 74,500. But if you use my code, HARSHVI10 is my code, you will get at 67,050. Yes, everyone, along with that, you're going to count as my student. These are the batches we are going to start from 8th February. It is in English, Hindi and bilingual. So according to your own requirement, you can join us there. Yes, everyone. Yes, Unacademy Combat. Do not forget Unacademy Combat on February 7th, 11 a.m. Format is clear to all of you. That is 45 minutes, 60 questions, 13 combats. We are going to provide you combo offer for plus subscription of GS and plus subscription of optional. It will cost around 70,103. If you want iconic subscription plus optional subscription, it will cost around 88,705. These are my special classes available for you. Please watch, it is there on app. Here we are going to discuss the all different aspects of preparation. Yes, everyone, very good morning to all of you. Nilesh, Siddhant and Ashwini. Good morning. A surprising factor for you. I came on time. Yes, everyone, it's very surprising thing for you. A quick recap of last lecture. What we have discussed in the last lecture. We have discussed about WMA, ways and mean advances. It is basically not bridging the deficit. It is not bridging the deficit, but it is basically correcting the mismatches. Correcting the mismatches in government's day-to-day expenditure. Next, we mention about it is available for center and state government. Then we mention it is subject to maximum limit. It is subject to interest. Yes, yes अश्विनी, जिंदगी में ना कुछ अलग होना चाहिए, रोज एक जैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Surprise, always important. Yes, so WMA we discussed in the last lecture. Other than that, yes, other than that, have we discussed any other factors? Yes, boys and girls, I ask you this question. Other than this, is there any other concept we have discussed in the last lecture? Do you remember that? Yes, do you remember that what we have discussed in the last lecture? अरे बता भी दो. Yes, have we discussed anything other than WMA in the last lecture? Nothing? That's it. Only WMA for 50, more than 50 minutes. What, guys and girls? You attended the lecture and still you don't remember. Monetized deficit. Yes, that's thing. We discussed one more concept, and that is concept we discussed the question, and that question is basically related to lowering down the fiscal deficit. Lowering down the fiscal deficit led to lowering down the inflation. Yes, yes, we discussed the rationale behind the fiscal reforms. Along with that, we discussed this question, lowering down the fiscal deficit, whether it leads to lowering down the inflation. And that time, some of you might have a confusion. Then I gave you one example. That is, suppose high inflation is there. High inflation means high borrowing. If high borrowing is there, then money flow will be there. Yes, money flow increases, and you know money flow if increases, that leads to inflation. Yes, am I right or wrong? And if high borrowing is there, that means you have to pay interest rate as well. You have to pay interest rate as well. So whatever the fund which can be used for development, now that fund is going to provide for paying interest rate. So less amount of money is available for developmental activity. So if high inflation, sorry, if low inflation is there, sorry, if low fiscal deficit is there, then low borrowing is there. Low borrowing, low money flow, and low money flow is there, less inflation. So is that clear to you? Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Okay. Now today we are going to discuss another important aspect related to the economy from our UPSC's preparation point of view, as well as it is important from an economy point of view. That is security market. So before that, I just want to share one example with you. Yes, I just want to ask one example for you. Suppose you want to start any company. Here is you, a smiling face. Yes, Akshay, good morning. A smiling face. If you came from USA to India, Yes, everyone, please pay attention to it. US written, USA to India, smiling. After watching Swadesh, you are quite enthusiastic and inspired by the idea that you want to change India in one go. So you are going to come in India. And of course, you are US written. That means you have money. Clear? So suppose you have 200 crores. It is suppose. हाँ भाई, ज़्यादा उत्साहित होने की जरूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, समझने के लिए. Suppose you have 200 crore rupees and you want to start a company. Let's take example of mobile company. Means you want to, as you are quite inspired by the Swadesh and you want to make something Swadeshi. So one phone is very popular in world and most popular in India. What I said? One phone is popular in the world and most popular in India, because in India it is not considered as a phone, it is considered as a status symbol. Yes, which one? अरे वही फोन जिसके लिए लोग किडनी भी बेच देते. Yes, the same phone. iPhone. Yes, DJ, good morning. iPhone. Clear? So as you are US written and you want to provide some Swadeshi solution for it to compete. So you are going to start a industry. घर इंडस्ट्री एक जैसे ही लग रहा है, ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. You want to start industry and it required 200 crores. Yes, everyone. For manufacturing and smartphone companies, you are going to start a smartphone company. And investment required is of 200 crore. So what you're going to do? Yes, everyone. What you're going to do? Are you going to take loan from anyone? Or you have 200 crore, so it is better. Why to ask anyone? So it's better to invest 200 crore. Yes? Yes, everyone. It's very simple question I ask you. You have 200 crore with you and for starting a company you require 200 crore. So it's better to start by your own. Yes, everyone. Why should ask to anyone? Why should ask loan if you have money? Why should ask? Am I right or wrong? What I ask, they give me the answer of that question only which I am asking you. है ना? सवाल जो पूछा है, हमने पूछा बेटा तुम्हारा नाम क्या है और आप बता रहे हो पापा घर पे नहीं. ये सवाल थोड़ी है. सवाल जो पूछा है उसका जवाब दीजिए ना. Yes, everyone. What do you think? I ask you this question. And remember one thing, whatever the example I'm going to give you, it is important. Do not consider it as a time pass. I don't have time for such thing. Clear? So please pay attention. What I ask you, you have 200 crore rupees. So it's better to invest 200 crore instead of asking anyone. Ashwini doesn't agree with that. What about you? As you are not responding, then how it is possible for me to explain the thing? नहीं, मन की बात करनी है तो हम डायरेक्ट कर लेंगे ना भाई साहब, आपसे सवाल थोड़ी पूछेंगे. We believe in two-way interaction. That's why I'm asking the question. I need not, sir, because we can get rid of the interest. As DJ said that there is no need. Whatever I said, it's yes. Yes, everyone, this question is for you. At least you have the answer yes or no. इतना भी नहीं सीखे होगे यार. Say something because you are going to be future of this country. So at least response is must. Nilesh said no. Okay. If our answer is yes, that means we are not doing business. We don't know the rules and regulations or some what we can say basic concepts of business. We don't know that. If we said yes, why it is so? Though it looked great that you have 200 crore and you are going to invest 200 crore. No need to ask money to everyone. It looks great, but this is not the business. What happened? Suppose you are considering the idealistic condition. Suppose any fire broke out. Yes, suppose any fire broke out. What you are going to do? You are depending on insurance, and if insurance company also rejected your claim, then what you are going to do? You are going to be zero in one day. शिवाजी द बॉस नहीं देखा क्या आपने? क्या बात कर रहे हैं? रजनीकांत भाई साहब ने इतनी मूवी बना ली खुद के जेब के पैसे डाल डाल के, और उन्होंने दिखाया नहीं शिवाजी में क्या हुआ. Yes, it is the exact same thing. If you are going to invest whole amount of money and if certain means any incident happened and everything is going to zero, what you are going to do? You are not going to sustain yourself. So always remember, businessmen never invest whole amount of money. Investment, whatever the person is there, that person, if a businessman is there, that person doesn't going to invest all amount of money in that. Clear? So it is not a wise decision to invest whole amount of money. Yes, still you are happy. Here it required 200 crore. You have 200 crore. So what you are going to do? First option, you are going to provide 100 crore by your own, 50% by your own. Then you're going to take some amount from any institution, bank. Let's take example, you're taking the 50 crore rupees from bank because you want to keep something with you. 100 crore you kept with you. Why? Because in case of emergency or anything, you must require backup, and that backup you kept with you. So you take 50 crore from bank. You are not going to take 100 crore from bank. But why it is so? Because you know one thing. A bank is going to provide you loan. That means you have to pay interest as well. You have to pay interest as well. So it's not a wise decision to take loan from bank for a long time. I know. Nowadays you are going to ask the question about the credibility of the bank. नहीं वो मामला अलग है, वो आदमी अलग थे, वो गए, छोड़ दो उन्हें. But yes, if you are an honest person, then you have to pay the interest in return. So it's not a wise decision to collect 100 crore from the bank. So what you are going to do? What you are going to do? Now you have option, and this option is basically making people as a partner. Yes, you have the option to make people as a partner in your project, and that in the form of stocks. That in the form of stocks. So remaining 50 crore you are going to take from people. And why these people are going to invest in your company? Because you are going to pay return. Yes, you're going to pay return. Maybe there are two forms. I'm going to explain later. There are two forms of raising fund from the market. Basically, one is known as debt as a loan. Another is basically known as share as a partnership. So this is the way you can collect the money. Yes, everyone, it's a wise decision to have money. And remember one thing, company never going to sell their all shares in one go. Because if you want to establish a company, it required 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever it may be. So according to the need of that time, you are going to ask for money by selling your share or security. The word is security basically. You're going to sell the security so that you can raise the fund. Yes, everyone. Is that clear to you? Is that clear to you? Yes, everyone. Is that clear to you? Clear? No question, no confusion. Nothing. It's a better to have money from people because they are investing, they are not in hurry. Along with that, you are considering them as a partner. Next thing, what is security? Security. Security is an instrument having financial value. As I mentioned this definition lots of times. Security is an instrument having financial value. Means in short, I can mention in very simple word, it is a piece of paper having worth of financial value. Means for example, if you haven't understood it well, then let's take example of documents of your home or flat. They are just a piece of paper, but when you're going to keep that as a security in bank, clear? That is security. What exactly is security? It is an instrument having financial value. कागज के वो टुकड़े जिनको पैसे की तरह तोला जाता है उसे कहते हैं security. It is primarily an instrument. It is primarily an instrument to raise the fund. What's the purpose of security? It is primarily an instrument to raise the fund. Means when you require the money, you can issue the security, you can issue that piece of paper and you are going to collect the money. See, just paper you are going to issue and people are going to pay. Next, it has two types. One is debt security, another is equity. Debt, I'm going to explain in simple word right now because we are going to discuss the debt security in detail in next lecture. Debt means basically in the form of loan and equity in the form of equal. The word comes from equal, equity, security. So basically here the person is act as a lender and here the person act as a investor or partner. Yes, clear? In the debt security, the person who invested the money is act as a lender or lender in debt security, and in equity security it act as an investor or partner because partner are equal. Clear? Next, who issues the security? That is the important thing. Who issues the security? Security can be issued by international organizations, national government, public sector, private sector, etc. Means any institution can issue security. Maybe international organization, national government, public sector, private sector. Do you know any name of security issued by Government of India? क्या आप लोगों को कुछ पता है कि ऐसी कोई सिक्योरिटी है जो भारत सरकार बेचती है? And why security is there? As we have mentioned, it is primarily an instrument to raise the fund. Yes, do you know name of any government security which government is going to sell? Name. भारत सरकार एक ऐसी सिक्योरिटी जो बेचती है और जिससे पैसे बनाती है. Is that so difficult for you? Why you are taking so much time to reply? Yes, boys and girls. Yes, Akshay, exactly. Sovereign bond is there. Even, do you remember recently, means I think 3 to 4 years ago, government issued gold bond as well. Sovereign bond, gold bond, along with that one more important thing, Kisan Vikas Patra. It's Patra, not Patra. Clear? Kisan Vikas Patra. So such type of certificates also issued by government. Along with that, there are various infra bonds as well. Clear? There are various bonds as well. So these are the form of securities issued by government. Okay. Next, industrial security market, as we are going to discuss related to the company, basically. Industrial security market. The term industrial might consist of public or private. This might consist of public as well as private. One very basic question I want to ask you, as I considered all of you are very smart and all. Public. Which company is considered as public company? A very basic question I ask you, as I mentioned the term industrial security market, the industrial, it means public sector or private sector. So as a layman, I ask you one very basic question. Which company is considered as a public sector company? Government owned company is known as public sector company. Okay. Maharatna's companies are the examples of it. Okay. Akshay said where the government share is more than 50% or maximum share. Nilesh said or it has a share more than 50%. Means, let's take example. Navratna, Maharatna, okay. But let's take example. I'm going to tell you the example. Yes, these are the few examples I mentioned that in a company, first, in a company, 60% shares with the government, 50% shares with the government, 49% shares with the government, and 31% share with the government. So tell me which company is considered as a public sector company. Yes, which company is considered as a public sector company? Out of four, which company? ऐसे ही सवाल पूछा है आप लोगों से, तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि जवाब भी दे दोगे आप। Yes, boys and girls, it's very simple question I ask you that these are the example of 60%, 50%, 49%, 31%. Yes, Nilesh. Nilesh said first and second. Okay, what about you? Ashwini said first company. Okay. Yes, there are many people joined with me and there those who are not giving the answer. This question is for them as well. सवाल सब लोगों से पूछा है ऐसा थोड़ी है कि ये दो चार लोग ही हैं इनसे सवाल पूछा गया है. Rudra said all. Akshay said one. हाँ चार लोग बाकी लोग. हाँ भाई आपकी राय वाय है या नहीं है? Remember one thing, as some of you are not responding, I don't have any problem that it's your choice that you can respond or you cannot. It's up to you. But as a senior, I just want to tell you one thing. If right now you are not going to express yourself, I assure you that you are not going to respond while you are writing means while you are appearing for interview. Because this is the way you are going to respond. It is not a sudden move that one day you are going to respond. ये हम स्कूल में बातें करते थे कि जब हमारा मौका आ जाएगा तब हम दिखा देंगे. मौका रोज नहीं आता है, उसकी तैयारी करनी पड़ती है. Clear? And as a senior, I faced the same thing. I never replied in my life, initial phase, and that's why I suffered a lot. I don't want you to suffer. Yes, so try to answer, try to reply. Maybe right or wrong, who cares? I'm here to help you. Just say it. Clear. So you have mentioned 60, 50, 49, 31, all. Of course, this is a government sector. Clear cut majority is visible. This is government sector. Clear cut majority, 50% share, government sector. But tell me one thing, when government is having 49% is with the government and rest are having 51%, do you think so that the rest 51% belongs to 1%? This rest 51% belongs to one person. Yes, everyone. Is it possible? Mostly not. Yes, everyone. Is it possible? Mostly it is not the case. Clear? So if we consider this 49% belongs to government, the rest 51% may be divided into various people, maybe one person, second person, institution and all. Clear? So who is the major stakeholder in this company? Most probably 51% belongs to one person. It's impossible. But if it is possible, then we cannot consider. But tell me one thing. If 49% is with government and rest 51% with the other people, maybe the institution or any company or the common people, so can we consider it as a government company? Yes, can we consider it as a government company? Yes, of course, we can consider it as a government because government is owner having maximum share. So now you get it, everyone. Now you get it. Which company is known as a public sector company? The in that particular company, if government is having largest share, so that means government is owner of that company. Clear? Largest share. So that's why it is known as public sector company. Clear? Is that clear to you? Good. In private sector, no need to explain. So it has a two forms. It has a two form, primary market and secondary market. This industrial security market is having two forms, primary and secondary. So what is primary market? The market in which the instrument of security market are traded directly between the capital raiser and the instrument purchaser. What exactly the primary market is? The market in which instrument of security market are traded directly between the capital raiser and instrument purchaser. That is primary market. So simple. First, primary market. What exactly the primary market? What I mentioned earlier, it is a definition of a book. It is associated with public issue. It is associated with public issue. Here, company issue shares to public. Means suppose this is one particular company, ABC. This is one company. The owner of this company is having 50 crore. He required 10 more crore. So what he is going to do? He is going to issue shares to public. Clear? And public is going to purchase. So primary market is basically associated with public issue. Here company issue share to public. This transaction is in between company and public. This transaction is between company and public when company issue shares for first time. Yes, remember, when company issue share for first time, it is known as IPO, that is initial public offering. IPO, that is initial public offering. So what is primary market? It is a market between company and public. Here company issue shares to public. Clear? And the last term we have mentioned, when company issue share for first time, then it is known as IPO, initial public offering. If it is issue for second time, no, it is not considered as IPO. First time. Clear? Primary market is clear to you? So tell me one thing, how company is going to issue share? How they are going to tell people? A general question I ask you. It is not related to the your particular syllabus, but I generally ask you कि ठीक है ये कंपनी है, इस कंपनी ये कंपनी है ABC, इसे पैसे की जरूरत है, तो लोगों को कैसे बताएगी इनके पास बहुत पैसा है? इन लोगों के पास बहुत पैसा है और ये जो कंपनी है इसे चाहिए 10 करोड़ रुपए है. So how they are going to tell people that we are going to sell the share? How people come to know that this company required money and we are going to invest in it? Yes, everyone. By listing itself in market. Nilesh, read the 4 points again. Shabash. Very good, very good. All of you are wrong. नहीं, इतना स्टोरी बताने का कोई फायदा नहीं रहा है, फालतू टाइम पास किया हमने. I drew the diagram for you, and still primary market. Primary. It is associated with public issue. Here, company issue share to public. It is a transaction between company and public. Direct transaction between company and public. And that's why I asked you this question. I know that you are going to tell me the same answer of stock exchange because you don't know what exactly stock exchange is. You don't know what exactly stock exchange is. अखबार वखबार पढ़ते हो? कभी जिंदगी में अखबार देखा है? जिन लोगों को अखबार नहीं पता, हैव यू एवर read newspaper in your life? Ever? Though it is a compulsory for civil services aspirant, but as nowadays you have lots of choices. So if you read the newspaper in your whole life ever, then you will get to know through ads. Ads. If you read any radio channel as well, there are ads. Even the public holdings are there and they are going to mention, they are going to sell. If you don't know that, that means you are not going to read the newspaper on daily basis and thoroughly. So basically, newspaper, radio, TV, these are the medium through which company is going to tell people that they are going to sell their share in primary market. Secondary market is totally different. Primary market. IPO. Have you ever read about IPO notice? Sorry, advertised in paper that this particular company is issuing IPO. Clear? So now what people are going to take ad to पढ़ ली उन्होंने. After reading ad, what they are going to do? They are directly going to contact company. Is that the case? Of course not. Then this company appoint agents like banks, insurance companies, or any other thing. Means these banks, they are charging commission. So banks, insurance company, they acted as an agent of the company and through which this transaction is going on. Is that clear to you? Yes, is that clear to you? Still Akshay is there and stockbroker and all and all. भाई साहब रुको रुको फिर से एक बार डायग्राम बताता हूँ. यह है कंपनी का मालिक. यानी आप, और ये है लोग। ये पैसे देंगे और आप इन्हें क्या दोगे? कागज का टुकड़ा। इज दैट क्लियर? Primary market is the market where direct contact between company and public. Here the company issue share to public. When company issue share for first time, it is known as IPO. So bank, how company is going to inform people? People are informed by company through advertisement. Through advertisement they are going to tell people, and along with that, this particular company, they are not physically going to collect the money from people, so they can assign agents like banks. These banks are going to sell the security on behalf of company. The transaction takes place and bank is going to charge on that particular transaction. Is that clear? Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? That is primary market. Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Yes, no, don't know, say something. Clear? Any confusion, any doubt, anything? If you have, please ask me right now. Clear? Good. So now here, the same thing I'm going to mention. Here is a company, and company sells their share to you. Here is you or any other person. This person purchased the share. Company sells the security to this person. Now, as you know, this person invested, and now he is having paper which is having financial value. Now, this particular person, is facing financial crisis in his own life. Let's take example. This particular person is faces any financial crisis and he or she required money. So what he is going to do, what she is going to do, खरीद लिया, investment कर लिया. Next what? Whether he is going to sell the same thing to company? Yes. Whether, as that person is going to say, I don't have money right now, I want to sell this security, let's repurchase it. तुम खरीद लो भाई, हम हमें पैसे चाहिए. Is it the case? Whether it is going to work? Yes. Is it the case? जिनको ये समझ नहीं आया उनको अलग इसमें जिनको ये समझ में नहीं आया उनको अलग इसमें बताते हैं. ये कंपनी है जो फ्रिज बनाती है, रेफ्रिजरेटर. आप वो हो जिन्होंने क्या खरीदा है? फ्रिज खरीदा है. कंपनी सेल फ्रिज टू यू. You purchased it, and now due to some financial crisis or anything else, you want to sell this fridge. What you're going to do? You're going to sell that fridge to company? Of course not. Whether company is going to purchase it? Nope. Company said, I already sold you. I don't know about it. You purchased it. Whatever you want. You want dividends. You want share. You want. Okay, I'm going to provide it, but I'm not going to repurchase it. That's it. So what about this fridge? Another person is here, like bachelor. They don't have that much money, but they required fridge. Bachelor doesn't have that much money, but they want all the facilities. So what to do? This person needed fridge. This person wants to sell. How they are going to contact with each other? That is important because this person wants to sell, this person wants to purchase. So nowadays one thing is available, and you know what? Sites like OLX or anything else. Yes. So basically when this person wants to sell this fridge, he wants to mention here, and this person is basically searching for it on this site. Clear? There are many, Quicker, OLX and everything. So one person is going to mention that I want to sell my fridge here. This person gets the information and they are going to have a transaction. So this is act as a platform. Yes, everyone, this OLX or Quicker or any other company act as a platform which facilitate the trade. Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Yes, is that clear to you? That this platform is available. Clear? Yes, everyone, is that clear? Clear? Good. Now we are going to do one thing. We are going to remove the concept of fridge. Instead of fridge, we considered it as a share. He wants share. So he is going to tell here that he wants that, and this is known as stock market. This is known as stock market, where the person who wants to sell the share, he is going to mention, and another person who wants that share, it is going to mention. So stock market is basically act as a platform between two people who is having share and who wants the share. So whether company is having any relevance or any role to play in that, no. So now the secondary market. The secondary market basically the market where the instrument of security, the market where the instrument of security market traded among the primary instrument holder. ओहो, इससे बेहतर यही है. This transaction is takes place through stock exchange. This is also known as stock exchange market. Is basically the transaction in between people to people. Clear? This transaction is between people to people, and this transaction is consist of security. So secondary market is the transaction takes place through stock exchange. This stock exchange, this stock exchange is also known as alter market, stock exchange, or secondary market. This transaction is takes place through secondary market. And here very important thing, that no rule or company. Clear? No role played by company. Yes, everyone, is that clear? What is stock exchange? Stock exchange or alter market. This alter basically alternative. Alternative market. It acts as a platform between two individuals who are considered as a primary instrument holder, who are considered as a security holder. This is basically in the alter market or stock exchange. That is known as secondary market. Is that clear? Yes, boys and girls. Is that clear? Primary market and secondary market. Concept is clear to you. No question, no doubt. क्लियर? अरे भाई सवाल है कुछ आपके मन में? Yes, is there any question, any query, any doubt? Next thing, stock exchange. I just want to provide you the information related to secondary market, stock exchange. The first stock exchange established in Belgium in 1631. As this is not that much important, but maybe the factual question we have to remember. The first stock exchange is established in Belgium in 1631. The London Stock Exchange was opened in 1773 when India was doing Regulating Act of 1773. In India, a Regulating Act was going on, and in London, Stock Exchange was open. So these are the top 5 stock exchange in the world. First is of course New York Stock Exchange. Another is Nasdaq. Third is Tokyo Stock Exchange. Fourth is London Stock Exchange, and fifth is Amchi Mumbai, Bombay Stock Exchange. Clear? Yes, Indian Stock Exchange market is important in the world. That is Bombay Stock Exchange. These are the 5 stock exchange important in the world: New York Stock Exchange, Nasdaq, Tokyo, London, and Bombay. And one more thing, important thing for you, that you have to know the index of this market. Just like Bombay Stock Exchange, everybody knew about the index known as Sensex. The sensitive index of Bombay Stock Exchange is known as Sensex. The same way, these all stock exchange are having their own index. So you should know this thing as a prelims point of view, as a factual question. You should know this thing. Yes, you have to find out by your own. Next thing, as I just want to tell you one important thing related to the Bombay Stock Exchange. It is Asia's oldest stock exchange. Asia's oldest stock exchange. In 2002, it converted into national form from regional stock exchange. Now it is a national form. Earlier it was a regional identity. Now it is national identity. It accounts, as I mentioned, it is the 5th largest stock exchange in the world. That means it accounts 75% of total stocks of trade in India. Sensex, it's very basic term, that is sensitive index of Bombay Stock Exchange is there, and at present there are 4 indices of BSE. Bombay Stock Exchange is having 4. One is of course Census, another is BSE 200. This BSE 200, in the Sensex 30 listed companies are there. In BSE 200, of course, 200 listed companies, and the dollar version of BSE 200 is known as Dolex. Yes, the dollar version of BSE 200 known as Dolex. BSE 500 is another thing, and National Index. These are the 4 indices of Bombay Stock Exchange. Clear? Yes, everyone. Is that clear? The next is National Stock Exchange. It's very famous for its Nifty. In 1992, there was a need to establish another stock exchange in India, National Stock Exchange, and it is in Delhi, operationalized in 1994. Basically, this was the sponsor of this exchange was financial institution like IDBI, LIC, GIC, etc. And this is the most important thing. Nifty is a sensitive index of NSE. Factual question. These all are factual questions. Nifty is sensitive index of National Stock Exchange along with other. So you have to find out the names. As I mentioned, the four names for Bombay Stock Exchange sensitive index. Then we mentioned Sensex, BSE 200, BSE 500 and National Index. The same way, Nifty is also having the another version. So you have to know it other than Nifty. Nifty Junior is there and one more is there. Yes, is that clear to you? Yes, boys and girls, is that clear to you? Okay. So once again, Unacademy Combat, February 7, 11 a.m. Format is clear. Yes, that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Please follow me on Telegram channel at unacademy_Harshvi10 so that you will get the details of the lecture schedules and all. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. And one more thing, please do not subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe Unacademy because your subscription is important for us. Without your subscription, it's not possible for us to present these video lectures for you. So please subscribe to Unacademy, and if you really like the way of teaching, then please dedicate the hats which is available with you and please write the reviews of that. Yes, at 12:30 we have the lecture. Oh, sorry, 12:15 we have a lecture of history. So please be there. Today we are going to discuss the aspects of Quit India movement. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for your valuable time. See you tomorrow at 11 a.m.